It's time now for Tiger Talk with head coach Brian Carty. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Brian Carty, coach of Salem Tigers, went to Sullivan, a very difficult place to play, and really dominated the Eagles coming off that win against Viburnum. The Tigers looked at ease, comfortable, played with confidence. They were very aggressive, and they got that second win in a row. Coach, it was a good job by your Tigers on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that first win of the year, you and I have talked about it several times about how important getting that first win so that you don't have all that pressure on you. And that's exactly what happened. We got that first win on Monday against Viburnum, and it made all the boys just relax, and we went out there. And I'm not going to take anything away from Sullivan because they're an excellent basketball team. They're very well coached on their home floor. That's one of the toughest places to play around here, and our kids went out there and got the job done.
Tigers came out aggressive. They got I had them for 8 steals in that first half. Coach, you were having hands all in those passing lanes of Sullivan, and you kind of threw them off base. You changed your defense, and it looked like you had them confused when their shot selection wasn't as good as I've seen Sullivan in the past. And then the next best thing is we were taking the rebounds right away from them. You can't get much better than that in the first half.
No, absolutely not. I was extremely proud of our boys. They got out there, and that confidence level that you get from that first win, it makes a huge difference. And we were making shots, and the biggest thing that I liked about it was we defended without gambling. We had hands in the passing lane, but we weren't overextended. We weren't laying out trying to tip passes. We moved our feet and just made them earn everything that they got, and that was the biggest difference.
I think another part of the equation there, Coach, was that second quarter when you outscored them 10-3. You talked about that defense. That defense was spot on. That was some of the best defense I've seen Salem play all year, where you were not allowing Sullivan to go in, forcing them to shoot distances, but not a clean, easy, long-distance shot most of the time, and then they weren't hitting them. And then the Tigers get the rebound, back you come. Not necessarily scoring, but you control the ball, and you were waiting for the good shot. That's patience. That takes time. And, of course, when you take the time off the clock and then you get the basket, it sure does work good, doesn't it, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, we held them. They only had one bucket in that second quarter, and it came right at the buzzer. And it was a deep two. The kid hit it. It was contested. You tip your hat. But we held them to one bucket and one free throw in the second quarter, and it was all on just making them work for everything they got and staying down and staying in front of them, contest everything, block out, get rebounds. All the stuff that you preach as a coach, they went out there and did it. And it made a pretty good point to the boys that, hey, if you do this, you're going to be in a good position.
And if you stepped on the floor of that game, it looked like you're going to get a point because the Tigers scoring, though you had 2 guys at 11 points, which is great to have double figures, but you got contributions from all the players. And when you get that, Coach, and you get that scoring up and down the lineup, boy, it just makes things work so easy.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that Coach Felkerson and I talked about on the bus ride home was our ability to pass the basketball and share the basketball. And that makes it really easy to score for everybody, just because when you're moving the ball that much, the defense constantly trying to adjust, they're going to lose somebody somewhere. And for some of those guys, they were just standing on the block wide open. I can remember Colin and Caden Gately both getting an easy layup because they were in the right place. Their guy left them to rotate, and our guys found them because we had our head up and we were passing the ball like we're supposed to. And when you get an easy layup like that, it makes it easy.
And I was glad you brought up Colin Haven in the game. Coming off of that hand injury, I had him for 4 rebounds. And like you said, he was in very good position, but I thought his defense was outstanding, Coach.
Colin played pretty well. Yeah, he's working his way back into the lineup a lot more. And, coming off a hand injury, that's always a tricky one, especially for a post player because you're trying to grab rebounds. And, he was able to get in there and do what he needed to do.
When you see a game like that, and the Tigers won going away by 16 points, but there were some, as we always say, you never have a perfect basketball game. There were some turnovers that the Tigers made that could have been easy baskets on passes on the baseline, Coach. But you look a little bit past that because you got the win, but you knew this actually could have been almost a 30-point win for the Tigers against Sullivan.
Yeah, Trayton Richter is really kind of turning the corner as a varsity basketball player. He made 3 or 4 just incredible passes, and because we haven't had that all year, guys weren't ready to catch it, and it slips through your hands. But, yeah, you're 100% right. There was at least 3 or 4 passes that should have been easy layups, and we just dropped the basketball.
So tonight you take on the Thayer Bobcats. They are one of the better teams in the SCA and one of the better teams in the state, Coach. This is a very talented basketball team, and they're coming here to Salem. This will be a very, very big chore for the Tigers coming off 2 wins in a row. They know they got their hands full.
Thayer is a completely different beast. They have 1 loss on the year, and this will just prove to people just how tough the SCA is. Thayer has 1 loss on the year, and it's to Willow Springs. And Willow is very, very good. We played them a couple weeks ago, and so everybody got to see just how good they are. Thayer's 1 loss to Willow is, Willow went out and earned it, but Thayer's knocked off teams like Bolivar and some other really big schools. They just have a ton of kids with talent and experience and ability. It's going to be very tough.
When I think of Thayer and I think of all the years that they have had a very, very solid basketball program, boys and girls, to take nothing away. But the thing that gets me most about these guys is they work so well as a team, and they are interchangeable. It seems like the guy coming off the bench, the 6th man, 7th man, or 8th man, there's no difference in the level of competition and talent that they have. Coach, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, when your number 8 is competing just as hard as your number 1, it makes it very difficult. He may not be as skilled, may not have as much energy or as much experience, but if he brings that level of energy out there, it makes it really tough.
Well, Coach, tonight it's there, and we wish you the very best of luck tonight in this SCA contest. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball, it is next.
And that has been Tiger Talk on 1340 KSMO with head boys basketball coach Brian Carty. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger boys basketball comes your way next.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
It's time for Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Carroll Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, Dent County Rental, and Wilson Mortuary. And now, Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium, SCA basketball here with the Thayer Bobcats and the Salem Tigers. This is a makeup from 2 weeks ago that got snowed out, and Thayer has agreed to come back on this Friday and make that game up. Because of that, the Ava game that was originally scheduled got moved, and so a lot of different moving parts here to make this one happen, but we are getting it in, and the Thayer Bobcats come in. Well, they're having a pretty good season. They are right now 20-1 on the season. That's 20-1 on the season. And when you think about it, you have a team like that. Whew, kind of impressive when they come in to the game. So the Salem Tigers will have their hands hopefully up in the air and their minds on basketball, and they'll have to play virtually a flawless game tonight against a very good Thayer Bobcat team. This Thayer team, coached by Mike Pitts, they have had tremendous amount of success over the season. So definitely want to watch these guys, and it will be a very, very interesting postseason, I'm sure, for the Thayer Bobcats. We wish them the very best of luck in district play, which, by the way, starts for them, I believe, come tomorrow. So let's get this one going. Thayer is in the green uniforms. I always I've started to call it seaweed green. I don't really know what the color green it is. But Salem Tigers being their home whites, they have their navy blue numbers and trimming as well as lettering tonight for their home uniforms. Gunnar Conkle, Easton May, Caden Gately will be starting out along with Trey Richter, who's been playing very, very well, and Hayden Sanders. For Thayer Bobcats, these are, as we mentioned, and you heard Tiger talk, interchangeable parts. So it's always going to make for interesting basketball, as it'll be Nicholson going up against Gately to start things out. About ready for the jump ball to get this one underway. Thanks for joining us on KSMO Media for the game tonight. And it's Nicholson knocking it back all the way back to near the baseline to Gage Pitts. Pitts, iron is across the way to Zukowski. Left side pass. Taking it down there is Lane Grimes. Zukowski now back to Aiden Burns to Grimes. They like to keep it on the perimeter, does Ava, and a long three up and off the iron. No good, brought down by Nicholson. Getting it back in front, shot up is partially blocked, and coming down with it but stepping out of bounds is Gage Pitts. First turnover belongs to the Thayer Bobcats. Just underway. Early on in this one. Salem Tigers in the offensive zone is Trey Richter, who had a very good game against Sullivan tonight. Over to Easton May, and Easton misses the layup. That's been a big problem for Salem all year long, and then May will foul, and that's been a problem all year long. When Easton misses a shot, he gets a foul on the way back. Easton had a great setup by Caden Gately to give to May, but May missed the layup. And Thayer will come right back the other way, and they have debris on the floor where the cheerleaders were using pom-poms, and some parts of the pom-poms have come off. The flakes or possibly even stringers off those pom-poms, and they're looking at the floor, and there's a number of them out there. That can make it very dangerous. Step on that, you're trying to come to a stop, wrench a knee. Not worth it, so they clear the debris from the floor. Flipping it in, Aiden Burns getting it off to Pitts. Pitts hanging on to it. Bounce pass outside high to Lane Grimes. Grimes trying to feed it inside. Salem steals it away. The first steal. Down comes Richter. Over to Sanders, and he lays it in. Salem's got nothing to lose in this game, while Thayer has everything to lose. Goes out on top. Here's Pitts. The jump shot up. No good. Tipped in the air and brought down by Gunnar Congle. 2-0 Salem, and that's something that Thayer really has nothing to play for at this stage, as they're already seeded in their district. So it's all Tigers game tonight to do what they can to get ready for their district play. They've won 2 in a row as Conkle hangs on to it. Top of the key, fires it inside to Gately. Gately trying to go deep, can't, and throws it back. Ball was tipped there by number 24, Lane Grimes. Ball comes out to Conkle. Conkle bounce pass to Sanders. Sanders holding on to it. Fires it right side to May, right in front of the Thayer bench. And Coach Pitts pass trying to go inside, stolen away by Thayer. They come the other way. Out on top, dancing in all the way up, lays up the shot, no good. Was Zukowski brought down by Gately. 2-0 Salem. We've played 2 minutes, 10 seconds of this one. Conkle will hand that off to Richter, guarded there very tightly by Aiden Burns. Richter bounce pass trying to get into May. Again, stolen away. Back comes the Thayer Bobcats. Bounce pass down, laying that one up and in to tie it up is Aiden Burns. Conkle the other way. 2-2 our score. Will be picked up there by Burns as he comes across the timeline. Fires it down the corner to Richter. Richter then lost the ball. So the Tigers have turned the ball over now 3 times here of their first 4 possessions. Spin move by Pitts. Pitts kicks it out. The 3 from the corner is too short. Chipped out. And another 3 up, and that one's off the iron. It's no good. It goes out of bounds. Belongs to the Salem Tigers. And Coach Carty wants a timeout. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. 2-2 our score. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Inman Insurance in Rolla and Salem if auto owners make sense for you.
So as we get ready for play to resume, there's already a change in the schedule for next week. Remember, we had moved the Ava game to Thursday of next week. That game has now been moved again to Monday night to try and beat weather that may be coming in the area by next Thursday. So Ava Bears will be here Monday night in the final in the second to last regular season home game, and then the Tigers will host St. Clair on Tuesday night here. So boys back to back, and then the Houston game that was postponed may be made up on Wednesday, depending upon the Houston district schedule. So that you are up to date right now on the latest. As Conkle brings it down, Conkle lost it, got it back. Trying to give it to May. May gets it, kicks it outside to Sanders. His three-pointer is blocked, gets it again. Kicks it outside to Gately. The Conkle to Richter for the 3. It's off the iron and brought down by Sanders. Gets pushed down to Gately. Outside to Conkle for the 3. It's high off the rim and no good. Back the other way comes Thayer all the way down and putting it up and in for the Thayer Bobcats is Gage Pitts. 4-2 the Green Machine. 4.5 to go in this the first quarter. So far, very tight ball game. Salem's had some chances here, but not been able to score. Richter inside to Gately. Cross to Conkle from 10. The jumper's way too short. Comes down on the floor. Taken down there by Nicholson. The other way to Walsh, all the way down, and that shot will not go. Put back up and in by number 12, Aiden Burns. He's got 4 of the 6 Thayer points. Conkle bounce pass to Richter. 3:45 to go, first quarter. In the corner, Sanders. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Back out to Richter. Inside it goes to Gately. Wasn't ready for it. Off his hands and out of bounds. And that was a problem down at Sullivan. That one didn't affect the Tigers because they got a big lead. Those passes have to be caught and converted. Pass goes outside. They keep it on the perimeter. On top it goes to Burns. Right side pass to Nicholson. Back on top to Skinski. Kicking down low. The three-pointer for Gage Pitts does not go, and a foul called on Easton May. And shooting 3 will be Gage Pitts. May with a second foul. Looks like Salem makes some wholesale changes here, bringing in Hanger, Haven, and Levi Smith. First one by Gage Pitts misses. He's shooting 3. Next one's good. And Gately checks out, May checks out, Richter checks out. 7-2 our score, 3:22 to go in this the first quarter. And this third shot goes down as well. Gage now at 4. Burns with 4. And now Thayer will come away with the steal. And a slam down by number 12, Aiden Burns. Conkle turned that ball over. Never really had good control of it and then got double teamed, and now Levi Smith has it stolen away. They lay it in, a foul on Levi. And Coach Carty will burn a timeout. 12-2. Thayer will come right back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
So Thayer is going to shoot free throws here after the basket. And the free throw is no good, brought down by Brendan Hanger. Hanger getting forced right now, throws the ball right into the hands of Pitts across, and the layup is no good, but they're going to call a charge on Pitts. Gage Pitts gets called for the charge. Takes away that basket. Bounce pass comes over to Hanger. Hanger throws it right in the hands of Grimes. He's down low, and the shot is blocked. Grimes will go back to shoot it. Foul called on Hayden Sanders. The Tigers keep turning that ball over in their own zone. Thayer's going to have a heyday if they continue to do this, and already it's a 13-2 game. Next free throw is also good. Full court pressure by Thayer. Sanders across to Levi Smith. Need to look down the floor. Salem trying to keep it in their own zone. Levi between two guys down to Conkle. Conkle fadeaway jumper is good. 14-4 our score. Burns the other way. Down the middle of the floor. Kicks it outside. Going down to Nicholson. Out on top to Grimes in the corner for the three-pointer, and it rims out. Put back up and in by Jordan Andrews. He's got 4. Hanger gives it off to Sanders. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. 16-4 Thayer. Hanger all the way down. A little push off now to Haven in that corner. Fires it inside to Smith. Levi's short jumper partially blocked. Comes down the floor, battled for, and kept alive by Levi underneath the Haven all alone, and he lays it up and in. Good save there by Smith to keep it alive. Collin with the easy lay-in. 16-6 our score. Here's Burns on top. Andrews outside to Pitts down low. Nicholson to Grimes on top. Burns to the hole. Short jumper is good. Aiden Burns with 8 of these 18 points as Levi will bring it up. Burns will give him trouble. He tries to trap him, gets it off to Hanger. He walked with it, no call. Now back to Smith. Levi across to Hayden Sanders for a three from the corner. Off the iron, straight up in the air. Tipped by Andrews and brought down by Nicholson. Thayer's out rebounding Salem big time. Andrews brings it all the way down and puts it home. Easy basket for Andrews, and a foul called on Salem as Jordan Andrews came right down the middle of the floor, came straight at the Tiger player and then deviated just a little. Was able to draw the foul on Colin Haven and bank it home. 20-6 now, and the game now was 4-2, 3 minutes into that first quarter, and it's been all Thayer since. Andrews' free throw is good. 21-6 our score. Richter needs to get it in, fires it to Smith. Back to Richter. Richter. Nobody's getting trying to get open for him. Richter looking, fires it to Smith. That's going to go to Kunkel. Kunkel in the offensive zone down to Haven. Haven fires it high to Smith. Out on top right in the hands of Burns, who will lay it in. Man. 23-6 our score. Here's Smith down to Conkle. He's with Haven. Down to Collin all alone. He puts it up. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound off the glass. Can't get it to fall, but draws the foul. Salem's had a lot of open chances early in this game, and now here's Collin missing an easy layup. Did get his own rebound and misses the free throw. Makes the second. And Tigers are down by 16. Pitts getting it down to Burns. Burns flips it on top to Andrews. Flips it left side, Grimes. Back to Andrews. Andrews to Burns. Burns at that high post, flipping it down low to Pitts. Underneath the basket. Has that ball knocked away, and then it's banked off a Salem Tiger player. Caden DuBois by Gunnar Conkle. DuBois not looking, turned his back. Good smart play by the Thayer Bobcats, banking off Caden DuBois and then laying it up and in was Pitts. And it's 25-7 at the end of the first quarter of play. We will come back in a minute with more basketball action. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with a kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem. Visit our website. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back Salem High School gymnasium for this SCA game between the Thayer Bobcats and Salem Tigers. Thayer out to a 25-7 lead after the game started out very close, but the Tigers turned the ball over a total of 8 times in that first quarter, and Thayer scored off all but 1. That's 14 points right there. Pass goes outside to Levi Smith beyond the three-point line and goes back to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar trying to get away from Grimes, flips it up in the air. It's going to be stolen away, but tipped out of bounds by Burns. You can't leave a ball in the air against the Thayer Bobcats, and soft passes, they'll pick them off. They are on their toes, and they're looking for that to just stay in the air for too long, and boy, they will make you pay. Conkle outside to Richter. Richter looking inside, fires it down. That ball's tipped out of bounds off of the hands of Gage Pitts. It stays to the Salem Tigers. Tigers did a lot of good things at Sullivan. One was keeping ball control in the offensive zone. They have not done that very well here. They have not moved in to get position. Ball goes outside to Conkle on the inbound from Richter. Pass back to Trey. Richter beyond 3, guarded by Grimes. Stops, looking in the corner, fires it down to Haven. Haven turns, banks it up. No good again. Missing another layup and brought down by Nicholson. Tigers cannot make a 2-foot shot. Down low, here's Pitts. Kicks it outside. Coming inside is Burns. Firing it to Grimes on top to Andrews for the three-pointer. It's short. Comes down the hands of Levi Smith. 25-7 our score. 6:45 to go in the half. Conkle. Pass to Smith. Smith back to Conkle. Conkle down low to DuBois. Right through the legs of Colin Haven and out of bounds. Turnover number 9 for the Salem Tigers. The unforced errors like that. A couple of passes so far in the offensive zone. Salem's not been able to handle. They've had 2 of those. And the other turnovers, well, they were takeaways by Thayer, and they made them count. Coming down, putting up a 3 is Pitts. It's no good, but it comes out high to Burns. Down low to Nicholson on that baseline, down the blocks. Kicks it back to Andrews, back to Nicholson. He banks it in. 27-7. Smith with it. Pushed off Grimes a little bit and then banks it off his hand into the Thayer bench. As I mentioned, we came on, Salem would have to play almost a picture-perfect game tonight, and that has not happened. That's a bad inbound by Smith, easily stolen away by Andrews, and a good play by Kane DuBois to knock it out of his hands as he went for the lay-in. Just another steal and another turnover by the Salem Tigers as Levi Smith tried to pass it across the floor. No way that's going to ever go in. Inbound pass to Nicholson, goes up in the air, gets it, puts it in, all in the same motion. 29-7, back the other way, Richter. Down low to Haven, underneath, off the glass way too hard. Brought back by Pitts on the other side. But he is tied up and fouled by the Salem Tigers. And it'll be on Haven, his second foul, as he tied up Pitts after he came down with the ball. Haven checks out, Smith checks out. 29-7. This is a different caliber basketball than Salem has seen in the last few games. But you've got to be moving and you've got to be on top of your game. In the corner it goes to Grimes. Now back to Burns. Jump shot is good. Aiden Burns with 12 points, 31-7 our score. Salem has not scored here in the second quarter. We played almost 2.5 minutes. Sanders over to DuBois. DuBois bounce pass. That's stolen away by Thayer. Here they come back. Pitts down low to Burns. He lays it in. That's what Thayer does to you. And a long pass goes nowhere. Kept alive, though. A nice play by Richter across to Gately. Can't get it to fall, though, and Nicholson will bring down the rebound. Down to Grimes. Grimes all the way on top to Burns in the right corner after the pass by Pitts. Pitts again gets it to Grimes. Down low to Andrews. Fadeaway jumper. It's good. Jordan Andrews with 9. Sanders gets it back to DuBois. 35-7 our score. Pass up the middle to Conkle. Conkle all the way down across to Richter for the three. Partially blocked. And then Gately gets his hands on it. Back to Conkle. Conkle on top to DuBois. Knocked out of his hands. Ball loose. Taken there by Sanders. And it goes out of bounds off his hands by Grimes. Well, you have to love the perpetual motion of this Thayer Bobcat team. They do not stop. They constantly hound you. They guard you. They're in motion all the time. Pitts will check out. Coming in the ball game will be Rowan Spencer. Conkle has it. Salem looking for their first basket in the second quarter. Pass goes down to DuBois. Turns in a high post, trying to kick it in. Can't. Back out to Richter. Richter keeps it alive right near center court and then banks it on a good play off Grimes out of bounds. Inbound comes to Conkle. Conkle to the timeline. Trying to get away from Spencer. Looked back, and that would have been picked off in a heartbeat by Burns. Goes back to Richter now as he comes toward him. Richter turns, spins, still looking for help. Back to Gunnar Conkle. Between the circles, tries to drive in, can't, gets cut off. Now out to Sanders. Floating zone here by Thayer. Down low to Gately. Ball in the air, stolen away though. And back comes Thayer. But this one, their pass stolen by Conkle. And a long pass intended for Sanders goes out of bounds. Another turnover by the Salem Tigers. Now 13 in this first half. 35-7, Thayer with the lead. They've outscored Salem here 10-0 in the second quarter. Here's Andrews, kicks it outside to Burns for the three. It's good. Man, Aiden Burns is lighting it up tonight. He has got 17, and we're in the midway through the second quarter. Gunnar Conkle, guarded by Spencer. Almost lost it, gets it back, stops. Fires it inside to DuBois. DuBois trying to flip it up, does, but missed everything. Brought down by Grimes. Grimes down to Andrews. Does a little dipsy-doodle move to get away from Conkle and lays it up and in. Jordan Andrews at 11. It's 40-7 Thayer. Conkle driving down the right side. Baseline stops, 7-footer. No good. Brought down by Burns. Burns, long pass to Andrews, up and in. Count the basket and the foul on Gately. Well, you hate to see the home team kind of getting schooled on basketball, but that's kind of what's happening here. And you got to credit this Thayer Bobcat team. Coach Pitts and them, they get the most out of these players, and they have had the same style I'll say for over 20 years. It just has not changed. So Gately, his first foul, and a free throw up and good by Andrews after the basket. He now has 14. He checks out along with Grimes. Pitts back in. And checking in the game will be Asa Walsh. Asa Walsh checked in for a moment earlier in the game, but was only in for maybe a half a minute. Pass by Hanger was kicked. Ball stays with the Salem Tigers. 9 Thayer steals in this first half. All but one they have scored off of. Well, I'll make that all but two now. They have steal and they turn the ball back over. So that's 7 out of the 9 have ended up in the back of the basket. Now here's Easton May. Kicks it outside to Hanger. Doesn't shoot. Hanger guarded out there by Walsh. Goes to Kunkel. In the corner, Sanders back to Kunkel. Down low, trying to thread the needle. Can't do it. Another steal by the Thayer Bobcats. Now to Pitts, all the way down. Lost the ball out of bounds. Appeared he tried to switch hands. Couldn't get it done. And if my notes are right, that's turnover number 15 for Salem and number 4 for Thayer. 43-7, we're in the second quarter. Here's Hanger. Holding on to it. Guarded there by Pitts. Goes back to Easton May. May knocks Pitts down. His layup no good. Ethan Wilson-Weber trying to go up, but he can't get a layup to fall. But he does draw the foul and will go to the line. Ethan Wilson-Weber had that opportunity to make a three-point play. Couldn't get the shot to go down. Foul called, by the way, on Aiden Burns, his first. Free throw's good by Weber. First point of this second quarter by the Salem Tigers. Next one. Gets these shooters rolled and goes through. 43-9 our score as Gage Pitts brings it up. Gage hand that ball off to Spencer. Out on top to Burns. Aiden Burns flipping it in the middle of the floor, stolen away by the Tiger player Hanger. Hanger bounce pass to Conkle in the corner. Conkle turning, spinning, needs some help. Nobody's open. Now gets it back to Hanger. Guarded there by Spencer. Brendan moves to the left side over to Hayden Sanders. Sanders trying to drive down low. Cut off there by Pitts. Flips it right into the hands of Spencer. Back they come. Spencer all the way down. Scoops it up and in. Rowan Spencer, his first basket with 45 seconds to go in the half. Pass right side to Sanders. Down low to Easton May. May trying to go between two of the Thayer Bobcats, and Burns blocks it away. He's on the way back. Burns into the paint. Kicks it down low to Nicholson. He lays it in. 47-9. Conkle. Bounce pass right side. Getting it there, Sanders, but a charge called. Or Easton May gets an offensive foul. I shouldn't say necessarily a charge, but that's what they indicated. Haven will go in from May with 21.2 seconds left. Make that 21.9 seconds left, excuse me. Ball being inbounded in front of the Thayer bench. Rowan Spencer trying to get away from Hanger. Flips it over to Gage Pitts in the corner. It's Walsh. Back on top Spencer to Burns in the corner. Nicholson down to 10 seconds left. Going left side to Walsh. Down low. Fixes it back to Walsh for the three-pointer. It's off the iron. Brought down by Gunnar Conkle. 1 second left. And that's going to do it for one half of play. It's the Thayer Bobcats outscoring Salem Tigers in that second quarter by a score of 22-2, and they lead 47-9 after one half of play. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show on KSMO Media. 47-9, Thayer on top. Back in 3 minutes. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
The Winter Car Care Sale is going on now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find a Superstar Battery Terminal Protection Kit for $9.99, Bridgestone Engine Treatment for $6.99 a quart, and Lucas Oil Stabilizers $12.99 for the 32-ounce size. K&H Auto Supply, your Varsity Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Be listening to KSMO Radio and watching KSMO Media February 25th from 8:30 to 2 p.m. for Salem's FFA Day. You will hear from Salem High School students about their SAE projects, awards, record books, future plans, and more. Your host for the FFA Day is former FFA advisor Bob Parsons. So join us February 25th.
With all the options in car loans, you almost need navigation to see you through. At our credit union, let us steer you through and get a great rate. You're on the right road because we're member-owned and not-for-profit. We belong to you. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Positively different. Online at riverwaysfcu.org. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
We belong to you.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
It's now time for Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show as Salem cheerleaders are putting on a dance routine for the crowd here tonight on this Friday night makeup game here at the Salem High School gym. Well, you have seen why the Thayer Bobcats are as good as they are, and you have got to just admire Coach Matt Pitts and the entire squad. As I mentioned, they've been doing this a long time, and their style of play is just to be admired. They play so well as a team, pass the ball well, they anticipate well, and they guard very close, always are on the edges of their toes, ready to move forward. As soon as that ball is bobbled or juggled or they leave too much air underneath the pass, you'll see the Bobcats going after it. The same thing on the defensive side going up on rebounds. They are right in there. They'll follow up a play. They'll go right to it, and they'll continue to follow and hound that ball. And they'll make it easy for anybody to take on this team. And it's disheartening to be on the other side of that score, that 47-9, but to watch the way the Thayer Bobcats are playing tonight, really, it's an educational tool that all coaches should watch because these guys play with heart. They know where to pass the ball. Their passes are crisp, clean. They take good shots, and their shooting is fairly accurate. They have not had many rebounds in this game. 10 rebounds total for the Thayer Bobcats and 8 for Salem, but Thayer hasn't missed many shots, and a lot of their shots have been layups, where the Salem Tigers have missed at least 6 layups in this game, or shots from within 2 to 3 feet already. Early on in this game, they missed a couple when they had a chance to get the lead. It was 4-2, 2.5 minutes into the game, 6-2, 3.5 minutes into the game, and the Thayer Bobcats then turned it on and finished with a 25-7 lead after one quarter. Leading scorer in the first half, Aiden Burns with 17. He has really Russ, a smooth player. We don't have a chance to talk about that during the game, but smooth, dribbles, shoots well, just all-around outstanding athlete and outstanding basketball player. 14 points for Jordan Andrews. He's right there on that cusp as well. But just one of those outstanding conference players that, in my opinion, you've got two guys on the same team that could be all-conference MVPs for this Thayer Bobcat team. Take away nothing else from their other players. They're all outstanding, good teammate players, and they all play their role. They know their spots. Gage Pitts, 6 points in that first half. 6 points for Keaton Nicholson. At 6'5", he knows his place down that point, distributes the ball well. 2 points for Lane Grimes in the game, and 2 for Rowan Spencer in the game. Leading rebounder for Thayer, obviously, is Nicholson with 5, and then Grimes, Andrews, they each have 1 for Gage Pitts, 2 for Aiden Burns in that first half. Free throw shooting, 5 of 7 in the first quarter, 6 of 8 in the first half for Thayer. And they had 5 turnovers and 11, count them, 11 steals. For Salem Tigers, their leading scorer is Colin Haven with 3. 2 points for Gunnar Conkle. 2 points also for Ethan Wilson Weber. And Hayden Sanders has a couple of points as well. Salem got only 2 points in that second quarter. Free throws by Ethan Wilson Weber, so they did not get a basket, though they had at least 6 opportunities within 3 feet to score. They missed all of those shots from that close in. 3 fouls for Easton May. He might be in a little bit of foul trouble. Otherwise, Colin Haven with 2, the only other player with multiple fouls. Salem with 16 turnovers in that first half, 3 steals for the Tigers. Salem, 1 of 2 free throw shooting in the first, and 2 of 2 in the second, 3 of 4 on the night from the free throw line. This is the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime stats. 47-9, Thayer on top of the Salem Tigers. After the Tigers won 2 in a row, they are coming across just a buzzsaw of a team with this Thayer Bobcat team. I tell you, they do impress. And if you are here or you have ever get a chance to see them, I highly recommend getting a chance to watch this team. It is fluidity on the basketball floor, and it's high praise for Coach Mike Pitts and the job that they do, and assistant coach Zach Steed. They do a fantastic job. We are at halftime. We're going to come back in a minute and a half with the second half of this one. 47-9 there on top. Back in 90 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only.
Land is selling at an all-time high. Backed by almost 4 decades of experience, Big Iron Missouri agents Justin Hubbs and Gage Saulbeamer provide you with a seamless selling experience. They will get your property sold via listing or unreserved online auction. Big Iron Realty has the experience you deserve, proven results, with an enormous viewing audience of buyers, creating higher selling prices. Let's have a conversation. Call Justin Hubbs or Gage Saulbeamer today.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Just starting this third quarter with the ball, it is the Thayer Bobcats moving the ball around as Gage Pitts has it all the way across the floor to Grimes. Grimes looking for Andrews, gets it to him. His drive in, down low to Nicholson, lost the ball, but it comes loose on the floor, tied up, and getting that ball is Pitts, finally stolen away by the Salem Tigers, Gunnar Conkle. Conkle trying to drive in. He just drops it back to Trey Richter in the corner to Sanders. His three is up and too hard. Taken on by Andrews on the other side. Quickly the other way. Jordan Andrews straight down, trying to kick it down to Nicholson. He'll draw the foul, and that may be on Easton May, and that would be his fourth. And it is on Easton May. He has 4. To the line will go Jordan Andrews. He is 2 for 3 from the stripe. That one goes down off the front of the rim. May checks out. Levi Smith in the game. And the next one by Jordan is good. It's a 40-point lead by Thayer here in this third quarter, just getting underway, a minute in. Gunnar Conkle will bring it down for the white-clad Salem Tigers with their navy blue Tigers in the trimming and the insignia on the side. They also have navy blue numbers as well. Trey Richter trying to find a little opening. Looking inside, there's nothing there. Goes to Conkle beyond 3. Right at the top of the key, goes right side to Smith. Levi thought about the 3, didn't take it, then tried to dribble inside and spin. Stolen by Thayer, and laying it up and in easily was Aiden Burns. He read that turn by Smith, waited for it, and as soon as he came around with the left hand, Burns just took it right out of his hand. It's good studying by the Thayer player to read the player and know what he's going to do. Here's Sanders inside the Conkle from the free throw line. The jumper's good. Gunner's got 4, and the Tigers' first points of this third quarter, 51-11, with 6 minutes still to go in the third quarter. Pass inside, goes out to Andrews for the 3. It's good. Nice shot by Jordan Andrews. 54-11. Just so smooth in their shooting. In the corner, Richter. Looking inside, instead fires it off the rim, and it comes down in the hands of Grimes. All the way down. Nice pass by Aiden Burns, and a tip in by Andrews. Wow, that was just nice. He hung in the air, just got it, tipped it in. 56-11. Pass left side to Richter. Hanging on to it again. Such good communication on Thayer. You can watch their players. They know what they're going to do. Richter's 3 is good. Trey hits the first 3 of the night for the Salem Tigers. Here's Nicholson in the corner, out on top Grimes. Left side pass. They dish it inside to Andrews. Off the glass, he draws the foul on Caden Gately and will go to the line to shoot 2. Caden's second foul. Your head's on a swivel when you play Thayer, and that's pretty much been the rule, and that one does not go down. Hit the front of the rim, hit the rim support, rolled around the entire rim on the right side, and then fell off the front. Andrews' next one is short and then goes off to the right side. Levi Smith will bring that rebound under control and give it to Gunnar Conkle. Right side to Richter. On top, Smith. To Gunnar. Gunnar on that perimeter, trying to dance in, can't. In the corner to Sanders. Back to Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar trying to get it across, does to Richter for another 3. That one trying to bank that one in, won't go, and pits the rebound down the middle of the floor all the way down. Scoops it up, couldn't get it to fall. Hayden Sanders brings it down. Gage got underneath that basket just a little too much. Gunnar now down to Havens, and his shot is good. Colin Haven with his little bank shot. And he's got 5 in the game. Pass right side to Pitts. Pitts on the right wing, flips it over top to Andrews, over the head of Richter. Now back to Burns. Burns into the paint, kicks it outside to Grimes. His 3 is good. Lane Grimes. Just smooth, easy, non-forced shots by Thayer. Really is a pleasure to watch how they play. Here's Richter on top to Smith. Smith drives down. Outside it goes to Sanders. Hayden's 3. It's short. Comes down. Gunnar Conkle with that rebound. Gunnar keeping it away from Burns. Gunnar trying to get a pick. Does not. Instead, wanted to go to Smith and then double dribbles with the ball. Little indecision there, but trying to go over to Smith, and Levi had a Thayer Bobcat right there with him. And, of course, we're going to see a lot of substitutions here for Thayer. Spencer will come in. Tell you what, and their second team is just as good as their first team. Easton Pitts, who played in the JV game, gets it down over to number 14, Mark Spencer. Now back out to Burns. Goes in the corner to Pitts. To Spencer, Rowan Spencer. To Pitts in the corner, Burns. Burns back to Easton Pitts to the paint. Jump shot will not fall. And Levi Smith with the rebound. 3 minutes left to go, third quarter, 59-16. Pass to Sanders, now to Smith. Across the floor to Hanger. Bobbles it, goes to Gunnar Conkle. Guarded there by Easton Pitts. Flips it, trying to get it over to Sanders, but ball knocked out of bounds there by Aiden Burns. Burns, just a sophomore at 6'4". He's going to be a good one here in the SCA. Pass outside to Hanger, trying to go baseline. Stops his 10-footer, is about a 9-footer. Falls short off the front of the rim. Into the hands of Thayer's Brandon Prince. Shot up and good. Off the hands of Rowan Spencer. And 61-16, and the foul called on Salem. Levi Smith with his second. 2:35 to go, third quarter. Rowan Spencer will try the old-fashioned three-point play, but it doesn't go. And Haven has that rebound. With that ball, Conkle goes right side, Hanger. Hanger beyond three. Trying to kick it down inside to Levi. Levi kicks it over, trying to kick it outside to Conkle in front of the Tiger bench. But the ball kicked out of bounds by the Thayer Bobcats. So Burns will finally take his seat. Tell you what, he is very impressive to watch him. Such a smooth player. Hazel Walsh back in the game. Ball loose on the floor and taken there by the Bobcats. Here they come the other way in the corner. A three by Spencer. Pinball's out, no good, and Colin Haven brings down that rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter, 61-16 Bobcats. Here's Hayden Sanders right in front of the Salem bench. Down to Haven. Colin to the lane, can't get another short shot to go, gets his own rebound. Colin back the other way, tries it again, and this one does go down. Count the bucket and the foul. Colin has 7 points. He played a very good game at Sullivan the other night. Good rebounding and had good positioning, but he's missed quite a few opportunities in this one. The free throw is no good. And taken under control there by Brandon Prince. The other way, it's Asa Walsh. Pass goes in the corner to Easton Pitts. Now they drive it down, and running into Haven was number 14, Mark Spencer. Lost the ball, then got it back and draws the foul on Gunnar Conkle. Here's Pitts, a three-pointer, it's good. Easton Pitts makes it 64-18 with 1:20 to go. Sanders back to Smith. Levi to Conkle between the circles. Left side pass to Sanders. His three is short off the front of the iron. Taken there by Brendan Hanger on the baseline. He's double teamed. Trying to get it out to somebody. Finally has Gunnar Conkle to Sanders. Had Smith open in the corner. Didn't get it to him. Now Brendan for the three-pointer. And it's off the iron and over the backboard. And it will belong to the Bobcats. Under a minute left to go. Third quarter. Some people have left after the score got a little bit out of hand, but a lot of people are watching this Thayer Bobcat. This team we see on the floor will be their team coming up in the next 3 to 4 years. So it's good to get a little preview of that. Pass goes right side. They keep it on that perimeter, and they go inside. They go outside. Goes in the corner there is Spencer. And the ball out of bounds off Salem Tiger player Colin Haven. Stays with the Thayer Bobcats in the green uniforms with the white trim and white lettering.
Asa Walsh to inbound it. They fire it out on top. Waiting for it there, Spencer. Across the pits for yet another three. This one will not fall down, and Gunnar Conkle grabs his 4th rebound of the game to Sanders. Back to Smith. Smith to the paint. And the ball taken right out of his hands by Easton Pitts, but they're going to call it a jump ball. Levi had that ball up kind of high, shoulder high, which as Easton's a little smaller guy, he was able to get that ball up against his body. He almost tore it away. Actually did tear it away, but they called a possession arrow ball. Ball goes in the corner to Conkle. A three? No, will not fall. Taken down by Rowan Spencer the other way. Down to 10 seconds. Rowan in and goes right over top of Levi Smith. Gets the basket to go, and Levi gets the foul. A little shift there, and a good play made by Rowan Spencer. Then lifted that ball high in the air, went through, draws the foul, goes to the line. Levi talking to the official, but he did move, and you can't move. You got to stand still. Trying to avoid the collision. Free throw is good. Thayer 3 of 6 in the stripe in this, the third quarter. With just 3 seconds left, Conkle comes down, takes a long three off the front of the rim, and we played 3. 67 for Thayer, 18 for the Salem Tigers. We're going to come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
To start out this fourth quarter, to get outside to Spencer for the three. It's short. Caden DuBois brings down that rebound under control. Off to Trey Richter. 67-18 there on top. DuBois outside the hanger, bobbles it, gets it back to Richter. Inside to Ethan Wilson-Weber, outside to Levi Smith for the three. It's good. Levi gets his first points of the game. We'll have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. As driving down is Rowan Spencer. Kicks it outside to Easton Pitts. Scoops it up. Nice play. Did not go down. Brought down underneath by Prince, and he's fouled, I believe, by Levi Smith, and that would be his fourth. Easton May with 4. Now Smith with 4. And the clock will continue to run. The free throw's no good by Brandon Prince. They are now also in the bonus. Not that they need it. Up by 46 points at this time, and that one missed as well. But down and under control by DuBois, who hands it off to Brendan Hanger. Hanger over to Smith. Another three-point effort. It's good as well. Levi back-to-back threes, and it's 67-24. Rowan Spencer brings it up to the line, now kicks it off. And a little jump shot there by Mark Spencer will not go. DuBois brings that one under control, giving off to Hanger. And Brendan up in the offensive zone. Left side pass to in the corner. Here's Smith underneath Ethan Wilson-Weber. He banks it in. Salem back to within 41 here in this fourth quarter. 2 minutes gone. Here's Easton Pitts down. Kicks it outside. Tipped and goes into the hands of the Bobcats. Go on top, a three-pointer up and good by Rowan Spencer. He's got 11 in this game. Pass to Hanger, 70-26. Pass inside to Weber. Weber off the glass and in. Rowan Spencer up against Hanger. Goes by him, carries the ball a little bit, but no call there. Across to Prince, his three. It rims out, and it's Levi Smith bringing that one down. He'll walk it up to the timeline, or jog it up, I should say. Eddie Levant getting ready to check in. Pass in the corner to Richter. His three is good. Trey with 2 threes in this game. 70-31 our score. Back is Spencer the other way to the free throw line. Kicks it outside to Prince. Back inside to Spencer. Spencer double team to Pitts. Easton Pitts from the free throw line. A shot just off the side of the rim. And Levi Smith with the rebound back to Hanger. 4:50 to go. Levi, he'll take it a long three. It's good. 9 points in this fourth quarter by Levi Smith. And suddenly Salem was within 36. So this game is not in question of the outcome. Good to see the Tigers hitting some shots here in the fourth quarter. Pass goes in the corner, waiting for it. There's Walsh. Now to Easton Pitts between the circles. Flips it right side to Spencer. In the corner for Spencer. The other one called Mark. And that one does not go. It's Smith with a rebound. His 6th of the game. Levi into the offensive zone. Leaves the ball and it's stolen away by Spencer. Rowing all the way down. Puts it up. It doesn't go. Brought down, put back up and in though by Brandon Prince. 4 minutes to go in this game, and Eddie Levant checks in. Crowd favorite here with Eddie. And Thayer making a change, bringing in Eric Seimer. He'll come in for Asa Walsh. This Thayer Bobcat team looks to have some nice talent for the next few years. They got some young players in the starting lineup to begin with, like Burns. Inside, Eddie trying to get the shot off. Doesn't score. That ball on his hip. But he puts it home. 36-point Thayer lead. Rowan Spencer outside to Mark Spencer. Getting it to Seimer. Seimer in that corner. Down to Spencer. Mark kicks it outside to Rowan. I'm assuming they might be brothers. To Easton Pitts for the three. No good, but then Caden Du Bois will foul him, and it'll be Easton Pitts going to line to shoot 3 free throws. Salem Tigers with 18 points, doubling their score here in the fourth quarter. Pitts' free throw is good. And we'll say Pitts' family for years have been part of this Thayer Bobcat program, and they have always been good free throw shooters. And that one is a little bit short. I guess I jinxed him. But they've always been good shooters. The Pitts are very, very good ball handlers. And 1 out of 3 as Pitts missed that second one, and Wilson Weber with the rebound. 73-36, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Taking it to the hole with Levi Smith, and he's cut short a little bit. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on number 14, Mark Spencer. That's just the 3rd team foul for Thayer in the game. And Levi misses the free throw. Has another one on the way. We're down to 1:45 and the clock running. Salem will fall to 2-20 on the year. And the Thayer Bobcats still just have 1 loss as they go into district play. Second free throw good by Levi, and Spencer to Spencer. Kicks it outside to Pitts in the corner, waiting for it there. Seimer. Seimer flipping it back to Easton Pitts. Easton flips it left side. Mark Spencer handing a ball off to Rowan. Rowan moves to his left, back to his right, kicks it outside. Getting down low, Seimer to paint back to Spencer, and he lays it in. Some good passing there by this Thayer Bobcat team. They can find that open man. Here's Weber. Wilson Weber lays it home. He's got 6 in this fourth quarter, 8 on the game. Under a minute left in this one. All Thayer Bobcats after the first 3 minutes. Here comes Easton Pitts to the paint. Had that ball stolen away from him by Caden Du Bois. Second Tigers steal, and just a second turnover by Thayer in the second half. Levi Smith comes down. That shot won't go as Pitts captures the rebound before it goes out of bounds. Now over to Prince. Prince and get to Spencer. Rowan to Mark Spencer in the corner. Seimer. 20 seconds left. All the way down. Mark's shot no good. Du Bois has that rebound, his fourth of this fourth quarter. Levi Smith with 15 seconds. And that ball inside to Eddie Levant, out to Hanger, down to 9 seconds. Brendan going to Wilson Weber for the shot. It's up and good. Ethan with his 8th point of the fourth quarter, and time shall expire. 75 for the Thayer Bobcats, and for the Salem Tigers, 41 in this game as they lose it here at home. Earlier tonight, JV also lost to Thayer by a score of 55-26. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with stats. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Thayer Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Thayer Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Thayer Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Inman Insurance in Rolla and Salem if auto owners make sense for you.
And welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. It was a one-sided ball game after the first 3 minutes with the Thayer Bobcats taking over. But I tell you what, if you were here to watch it, Thayer Bobcats kind of laid back in that first 4 minutes of the first quarter. Then they put on a press, and the Salem Tigers just struggled mightily with that, turning the ball over 8 times in that first quarter. Thayer Bobcats scored off, as I went back in my notes, 6 of those 8 instead of 7. But still 12 points off turnovers, and quickly a 6-2 score became 18-2, and things changed drastically from there. Aiden Burns really changed the way he and Jordan Andrews just got on a roll in that first quarter. But it was Aiden Burns with his steals, the good press by Coach Pitts, and we don't need any extra aid, but I'll tell you what, when you've got that kind of talent and that kind of quick transition play that the Thayer Bobcats do. it became pretty obvious pretty quickly that the Tigers were in a heap load of trouble after those turnovers, and Coach Carty burned a timeout quickly, but as quickly and rapidly as Thayer scored, it was already getting out of hand, and it was not to be denied. They just kept going, and got to give a lot of credit. Coach Pitts, those guys, when they get the throttle down, they don't let up. They continue to hound. They're good defense. They're good at shooting. They're very good at offensive play, maneuvering the ball around on the offensive side, good passes, and just tip our cap to them and wish them the very best in district and playoff play as they go on through the rest of the playoffs. Good luck to the Thayer Bobcats. Leading scorer in the game, Jordan Andrews, 21 points, 19 for Aiden Burns, 13 for Rowan Spencer in the game. Then other additional scoring, Gage Pitts with 6 points, 6 for Keaton Nicholson, and 4 points for Easton Pitts. 5 points for Lane Grimes in the game, and 2 for Brandon Prince in the contest. Leading rebounder was Nicholson with 5. Prince had 4. 2 for Andrews and Burns, 1 each for Rowan Spencer, Easton Pitts, as well as Lane Grimes in the game. Salem out rebounded Thayer in the contest, which is, kind of hard to believe, but Thayer did finish with 18 rebounds. They were 10 of 19 from the free throw line. They had 14 steals in the game and 7 turnovers. Nobody fouled out. Matter of fact, they only had 4 total fouls in the entire game, did the Thayer Bobcats. The Salem Tigers, their leading scorer was Levi Smith and Ethan Wilson Weber, each with 10. 7 for Colin Haven, 6 for Trey Richter, 4 for Gunnar Conkle, and 2 each for Hayden Sanders and Eddie Levant. Salem Tigers' leading rebounder in the game was Levi Smith with 6. Colin Haven had 4. Caden DuBois had 4. Gunnar Conkle ended up finishing with 5 as I look back now. 2 for Ethan Wilson Weber and 1 for Hayden Sanders in the game. Salem turned the ball over 19 times, 16 of those in the first half, and they had 5 steals. Tigers finished the game with 25 rebounds, but their missed opportunities in close really changed the complex of this game early on, and Thayer was able to then pull away in that first quarter. Had they had a few of those going down, it might have been a little bit different, but you weren't going to stop this Thayer Bobcat team tonight, I can tell you that much. 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. Tigers did have Easton May and Levi Smith each with 4 fouls in the contest. 75-41, our final score. We're going to come back in another 3-minute break and get you up to date on what's going on with a schedule change for next week already and what's going on sports-wise right here on KSMO Radio as well as on KSMO Media. So, again, a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We didn't have a chance to use a lot of commercials in this game, so we're going to take them now right here on KSMO. Back at 3. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem. Visit our website. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
The winter car care sale is going on now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find a Superstar battery terminal protection kit for $9.99, Rizlin engine treatment for $6.99 a quart, and Lucas Oil stabilizers $12.99 for the 32-ounce size. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Be listening to KSMO Radio and watching KSMO Media February 25th from 8:30 to 2 p.m. for Salem's FFA Day. You will hear from Salem High School students about their SAE projects, awards, record books, future plans, and more. Your host for the FFA Day is former FFA advisor Bob Parsons. So join us February 25th.
Change on their regular stuff. Needed. Let's wrap things up here at the high school gym, where the Thayer Bobcats beat the Salem Tigers 75-41. The JV also lost 55-26 tonight. Salem falls to 2-20 on the year, and they are an 0 for the SCA. They're 0-5 right now in SCA play. Speaking of coming back now, we have tomorrow night Blues hockey from Toronto, 5:30 with that. On Sunday, the Missouri Tigers in a game that was postponed earlier in the year due to, I believe, COVID, with Mississippi State. Will play that on Sunday at 6:30. That means the CT40 program will be aired at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So Missouri and Mississippi State, that will be Sunday at 6:30. On Monday, the Ava game that was to be played on Thursday will now be here at the Salem High School gym Monday. That will be a 6 o'clock JV action, varsity game to follow, and that will be Monday now here at the high school gym. Tuesday, St. Clair comes to town for the regular season finale at home, and that will start at 5:30 with the JV game, and then the varsity match to follow, and that will all be on KSMO Media. On Wednesday, this is still a maybe, because it all depends on what Houston does in district play, but if Houston does get eliminated in district play, on Wednesday, possibly in the afternoon, we would have that makeup game from last night that did not get played due to the weather. That would be on Wednesday at a time to yet be determined. So we got a lot of stuff going on, so we hope you'll be listening in. On Tuesday night, by the way, after the St. Clair, we'll have Blues hockey on a delayed basis, and that will be against Philadelphia on Tuesday night. So a lot of stuff still coming up. Don't forget our FFA Day next Friday. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, goes to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon with interviews, and a lot of that will be heard on KSMO, but you can also stream it, the video and the audio, on KSMOradio.com, on our Facebook page, as well on our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and also on our KSMO YouTube. So a lot of stuff coming up here on KSMO Media and KSMO Radio, and we hope you'll get a chance to enjoy it. Final score tonight, 75 for the Thayer Bobcats, 41 for the Salem Tigers. Hope you have a great weekend, and don't forget, we'll be coming back to you Monday now here at the high school gym against the Ava Bears. Have a great weekend, and good night from the high school gymnasium.
Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media was brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Carroll Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, Dent County Rental, and Wilson Mortuary. Be sure to join us next time on KSMO Media for exciting Salem Tiger basketball.